real crazy. I'm leaving KDL in Somerset, Kentucky. It was a pretty good weekend, except for, well, last night, the shit that popped off there. You know, I wasn't in that part of the crowd, but I was there for, like life flight to come and land down, which took a while. They had to like get people to move in order where they had enough room to land a chopper. As a matter of fact, the only entities we seen from government was when we first rode in the first day. There were 2 county cops at the gate, and the fire department came and sprayed water on the mud pit. That's the only people like that we saw there. You can tell this was that dude's first time. They didn't have their shit together. There were events. Nothing like that. It was just more or less a free-for-all. He had some mud pits placed for ATVs to do donuts and shit like that. Nothing like what they had put on Facebook. Which, I don't knock that guy for that. Like I said, if it's probably his first time, he just, he promised what he could deliver. We watched a bunch of people. It was pretty funny. It was alright. It was a good show. And, Colt Ford. And right after Colt Ford, I reckon, that girl had the accident on the four-wheeler, because when it was supposed to be time for Upchurch to come up, the next thing I know, Upchurch comes out on stage, everybody's going crazy, yeah, and he's like, hey, you guys need to get your shit together, there's a girl down here hurt, y'all need to band together, listen to one another, kind of like a pep talk of, hey, let's pull it all together, everybody. Well, because he's like, they're back in an hour. Cool. Everybody kind of disbanded a little bit, and was just kind of hanging out to the sides. It was dark by then. The fireworks had just all shot off. And, which is the reason why I guess they were having a hard time landing the chopper. Because, dude, here's another thing. They didn't have the fireworks, like, roped off properly. Like, the pyrotechnic dude came up there, and it was right where we were sitting. He's like, guys, y'all are going to have to back up. We're way too close to, like, where I'm shooting these off. If something happens, blow up, right? He's like, all this should have been taken care of ahead of time. Once again, it's not really, I mean, it is that guy's fault. I'm not saying that, but, I really do believe they were trying the best that they could. He just didn't know what he got himself into. The only thing really about the show that pissed me off was they had only about 400 people in VIP, about 300 people, but they had roped off like all of the square footage in front of the stage. So everybody that just had regular camping tickets and shit was all off to the sides or way out in the front and where the ATVs and stuff were parked. That sucked. I didn't like that at all, but I had my GoPro, so I was sticking it up over top of this huge dude that looks like y'all remember wrestling? And they had huge, it was like, ah! You'll see it in some of my, I'm going to try to get home and upload this stuff on the computer and post it up. But, like I was saying, the whole thing was, it was shoddy. Yelling and screaming and stuff, because she came back around to the front. It was like, Upchurch is out there. Upchurch is out back. If anybody wants to talk to him, she's trying to start shit. And I know that because I was right by stage, right where they're bringing people in and out. The security win with the girl, and we're gonna try to save the party. Let the show go on. Nobody comes out but Travis and Cliffy D. I did not see anybody else. I don't know if Kid came out and broke down the drums. At the angle I was standing to the stage, all I could see was Travis was there in front of me, and looking over the right, over the speaker racks, I could see Cliffy. And everybody's like, yay, church, church, church. And one guy in the front goes, wait, they're putting shit in boxes. They're leaving. Fuck up, church. Fuck you. Let's kill him. And dude, it was a full-on motherfucking riot. Alright, full-on riot. They start throwing shit, throwing it on the stage. I watched Travis Tidwell run back in a hunker with his shit. It looked like he was gonna storm the beach at Iwo Jima. Alright? And they're throwing shit just turned that fast. All these people who love, respect, paid all this money to see these guys, turned on them and just started throwing shit at them. Like they was just garbage. I'm so disappointed in some of my fellow rednecks out there, guys. We don't act like this. That's something that this, oh God, I ain't gonna say it, sounds way too racist. That's the kind of shit that happens like after a bad Pistons game or something in downtown Detroit. That's not what happens in Somerset, Kentucky. Y'all are acting like hoodlums. Crazy asshole stormed the stage, tore down the barricade. Dude jumps up, and by the way, everybody says that dude was a security guard. I'm pretty sure he wasn't. The guy that pulled his shirt off and jumped up on stage and was slapping the stage, he was just a guy in the front row that was drunk as shit. Sorry, I whistled. I got a partial because I got bad teeth. But it was, I was gobsmacked at the whole thing. And my buddy that was with me says, Joe Leach, you look like your dog just died. And it sucked so bad because all those people that came there just mainly for the show, I don't have any ATVs, I don't have nothing to go out riding around on. So I just wanted to go to the concerts and then watch people mudbog. Well, they done screwed up the mudbogging because nobody was there to, orchestrate anything. So it was just a free-for-all, which it wasn't bad, but I mean, hell, you can go see that anywhere. You could go, I could have went to Royal Blue for free and watch people just run through mud holes without racing or anything. But I don't know, man. The weekend, it was a great, fun, eventful weekend. It was awesome, but at the same time, it ended so badly, dude. We just left. After all that shit, the dudes jumped on the stage. I'm sorry, I digressed. As the guys jumped up on the stage and started all that and everything, Upchurch and them, they were in the back. Everybody was trying to leave and get the hell out of there. People were going to try to block his way out and raise hell. Why we're doing this stuff? I mean, I'm a fan. I really am. I'm a true fan. I feel that I was pissed off and disappointed. Don't get me wrong. I was mad as but I respect the artist's opinion. If they don't feel safe, because there was no security. If shit popped off, if it got bad, or if anything ever happened, if anything happened to somebody, well, you seen in the videos, they just jump and storm the stage. Because the people working there were not real security, so they're not like, well, I'm not going to get the hell beat out of me for $10 an hour, whatever they was getting paid, or whatever it was. If something would have popped off, I mean, I don't want Upchurch or Travis or Cliffy or any of those guys getting hurt. So if they didn't feel safe, by God, don't do it. I respect your decision. And I appreciate that he made a video kind of telling, well, what's happening? Why isn't he going to come play? What went down? But, yeah, I can agree with 100% of all of it. It was really shifty, really weird. I really wish that they would have come out and played. I think that would have fixed everything. The only thing that I can think of that would have made Ryan and them to where they wasn't going to come and play was that girl running her mouth, people running behind the stage where you shouldn't be able to get to. Once again, no security. And trying to fight the artist, throwing shit at the artist. I mean, that's a pretty good way to run away your talent. So, I mean, it just made no sense. It bummed me out. It ruined the last end of the weekend. It really did, because we went back to the tent. After all that shit happened, we went back to the tent. There's people running around the back of the around the back of the stage. Security was out there with his gun drawn, Now, when I say gun drawn, I mean he had his gun in his hand, pointed down at the ground in case somebody run up at him. He wasn't waving a pistol around, pointing it in people's faces like an idiot or anything. So, don't think that that's what I'm saying. But when we seen it getting like that and people were jumping up on stage, I was like, look, the law or somebody's going to be out here. I don't want to be part of this. Let's just go back to the tent. And we crashed out, woke up this morning, packed our shit, and hit the road. When I get home, I'm going to try to upload some of this footage. show y'all what I'm talking about. I think I got a lot of it with my GoPro. And that's all I got to say about that. Love y'all.